Are you too? So for today's video, man, I got you with the top 5 best SMGs here on Rebirth Island. Just so you guys drop like your gameplays. If this is the video that you are looking for, man, let's jump straight into it. Are you too? So real quick, man, before we jump straight into these class ups, I just want to go over the perks first. Now, depending on your play style, you might have to rock different perks than others. So let's go get straight into the video. Now, for the perk one, now the main perk that you do want to rock, and it's kind of crazy to say this, because this is kind of like a sellout perk. Now, it is the Serpentine perk. This is the best one in my personal opinion, especially if you are an aggressive player. If you are a person who just care about just getting kills, you do not care about wins that much, then I highly recommend you guys go ahead and just put on the Serpentine perk, just because regardless of what's going on, you can pretty much just keep on doing what you do. Now, the way this works is that, let's say somebody was to knock off your place right now. Usually when your place is knocked off, you know, maybe you need, like, I guess you could say 2 extra bullets just to like kill somebody or whatever. With the Serpentine perk, it actually does give you more health to like the base of park once your plays are knocked off, as long as you are spraying, just like the description say. Okay, so the main perk that you guys do want to rock is the Serpentine perk. Another good one is double time, and along with that, man, another one is quick fix. Okay, so for my people who like getting wins, I got you. Okay, now if you are a person who just care about wins, you don't care about kills at all whatsoever, you just here for the like the good vibe with your teammates. Okay, now what I highly recommend you guys to go ahead and use is probably the cold-blooded, just because this pretty much just cancel out people who are using the combat scout perk, which is very annoying, especially on Rebirth. So this is pretty much like the main perk that you guys need to rock, especially if you are trying to just go for just high kill wins, I guess you could say. Okay, perk 2. Now with perk 2, it's really kind of like up to you in a way, but I'm gonna just keep on this based off just people who are going for wins. Now for wins, I highly recommend you guys are trying to just slap on just the ghost attachment, not ghost attachment, the ghost perk, just because let's say somebody was to call in a UAV, you would not show up on the radar at all whatsoever unless you are like not moving in that case. Okay, but people who are trying to get high kill gameplays, another good perk, instead of overkill, you can also rock tempered. Now tempered, it pretty much gives you like a little like orange place, which pretty much means that you can only like play those 2 times and you will be just fine. Okay, so this also helps. Now with tempered, you want to make sure that you're rocking is your main gun, which could be an AR, SMG, it really do not matter. And probably with your second loadout, I guess you could say, you could probably use maybe like a Diamatti or a Cyclops pistol. It's really up to you. All right, and for perk 3, now perk 3, now I'm gonna still keep on talking about people who are trying to get high kill gameplays. I highly recommend you guys to go ahead and rock amp, just because you are able to switch between your guns very, very fast. All right, now for my people who are trying to get wins, okay, my people who are trying to go wins, the best perk by all means is probably the combat scout perk, just because every time you shoot somebody, it will tag the enemy and it will highlight their body, and also your teammates will be able to see them. Okay, so these perks just vary on, you know, like which one, you know, is your like just like your play style. If you're an aggressive person, if you like to just get wins, it's really up to you now. So let's get straight on with the video. All right, YouTube, so right behind me is by far the #1 SMG here on Rebirth Island, even on Caldera. If you're trying to get high kill wins, man, I highly recommend you guys go ahead and try to unlock the H4 Blixen, which is a Vanguard gun. If you guys are wondering or curious on how to exactly like it, just because this is a DLC gun, now you pretty much have to like get sliding kills 3 times in 15 different matches. Now my best advice for you is I want you guys to go ahead and try to get this in Modern Warfare multiplayer, just because you are able to like leave games unlike Cold War, even on Vanguard. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump straight into the class setup real quick. Okay, so we got right here is the recoil booster. Now I want to go ahead and address this real quick. By default, you guys probably wasn't even expecting me to say the H4 Blizzard, just because on floor loot this gun's a burst gun. It turns out that you can actually turn this gun to an automatic if you are using this 3rd barrel right here, which is very, very good. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue with the class real quick. You're rocking the Slate Reflector, the Bergstrom MB. We got the perk 1 and perk 2, which is the Fleet and Quick. Triggers the Fabric Grill, magazines the Gricko 36 round mags, and your ammunition in the underbarrel are both the hand stop and lengthen. Now if you guys was to say that, like let's say that the OTS 9 and the Owen had a baby, it will probably have to be the H4 Blixen, just because it does has maybe like the fastest mobility in this category. Along with that, my personal opinion, it has very good damage, and by far has to be probably way better than the Owen or even the MP40. All right, now for the second one, man, which is actually the Armor Grill 43. Now this is my main gun that I always use to drop high kill gameplays with, just because it is so all around. It is almost like the perfect gun in a way. This gun is very good in close range, medium range, and especially like in long range. If you guys really just wanted to, you could pretty much make this gun like as like an actual sniper support. If you're trying to use the Car 98 or even the Swiss, the Armor Grill is your go-to gun. In my personal opinion, I put this gun as number 2 just because it does has a way time to kill than the H4 Blixen. In my personal opinion, the only thing that it just lacks like slightly in a way is just the mobility. But overall, this gun is like just precious, you feel me? So let's go get straight to the class real quick. We got right here is the recoil booster, the hand starts the Aydan barrel, magazines the 16 round mags, aim is the LinkedIn, rig is the fabric grip, perk 1 and perk 2, it's sleight of hand and quick, stock is the Amarillo TA skeletal, and for your barrel and your optic is the 570 millimeter precision, and the optics the slate reflector. Now I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the way this gun performs on like on Rebirth Island matches or even on Caldera, you almost think that this gun is like an AR just because on how super accurate it is. So if you are on console, I highly recommend you guys go and try this gun. This is by far like maybe the only gun that's an SMG that actually like doesn't move, and it's like really like pretty good. All right, now for the third class setup, now let me go ahead and address this real quick, guys. This is not like no crazy order on what is the best like SMG from like from best to like terrible. These are like my personal, like this is my best, what I like to use if I'm trying to go for high kill gameplays. I gotta put the MP5 in this one just because the mobility, unlike the other modern warfare SMGs, this one right here probably has the best one. And I ain't gonna lie to you guys, even after update, man, this gun is like still viable. All right, so go ahead and copy this class setup right here. There's 2 different class setups that you want to rock for the MP5. One is this one, which is my most used one, which is the monolithic integral suppressor, underburst Mark 4 grip, magazines the 45 round mags, perks the sleight of hand, and the stock is the Tctekk collapsible. If you guys don't want to go, if you guys don't want to use this class setup, I highly recommend you guys go and try this one out right here, which is the muzzle, and you just gonna stop on is a monolith suppressor. A lot of people do not like rocking the barrel, but it's also like pretty good if you guys rock it like this. Or if you really just wanted to, right? Now the only thing that's just gonna suck is just that your reload speed is gonna be like slightly slow. Now if you want to, you can actually make this MP5 build to like an actual like hip fire if you really want to. So if you want to, guys, take off the perk sleight of hand and make sure you guys slap on the laser. And you want to go ahead and slap on is the 5MW laser. This is gonna make your MP5 pretty much like a hip fire gun, and it's like very good like this. Okay, so make sure you guys go ahead and copy down this class to us, man. Go straight on with the number 4th one. Now for number 4, man, you guys already know, if you guys have been a fan of this series for like the longest time, you guys know that every time I record like a top 5 G's video, I always have to show you guys the OTS9, just because in the current Warzone division, the OTS9 is by far the only gun where you can pretty much slap on anything and this gun will just go crazy. It's ridiculous. Usually with other like modern warfare weapons or even Cold War or Vanguard weapons, if you mess up one attachment, you like damn near just mess with the entire gun, and its damage and the way it performs is crazy. But like not with the OTS9. Let me go ahead and show you these 4 classes that I have with the OTS9, and it's completely just go crazy. Okay, so this is the main one that everybody rocks. Okay, the Groove Suppressor, Task Force, Targeting Spotlight, free round fast mag, KGB skeleton stock. Now this is like a build that you can pretty much use like all around close range, of course, medium range, even on long range gunfights. As long as you are hitting your shots, the OTS9 is probably like the best, like just probably the best gun in my personal opinion. Okay, along with that, man, I believe that it has maybe like the fast mobility like in the Cold War SMG section. Okay, so this is one good class that you can rock. Okay, if you guys don't want to rock this one, I highly recommend you guys try to make like a very good like fast mobility gun. The only thing that sucks about it is that this is going to only be good for close range gunfights, and maybe just a tad bit in medium range and long range. That is where it's not even good at. Okay, so you want to just pretty much just take off the muzzle and take off the barrel, and for your stock attachment, you want to make sure that you are slapping on is the no stock attachment, and for your rear gear, you want to make sure that you're rocking is the serpent wrap, and for your underbarrel, of course, man, you could probably just get away with rocking is the bruiser grip. Okay, so this is pretty much like the mini OTS9 in the way, I guess you could say. But if you guys look at the bottom left, which it shows the green stacks, that this gun has crazy mobility. Okay, now if you're a person, Of course, okay, you want this gun to be close range and medium range worthy, then go ahead, try this class up out. Also, you can rock is the muzzle, and for your muzzle, you want to make sure that you're rocking is the sound suppressor, which gives you that aim down sight speed, / sprint to fire speed. A very good one in my personal opinion. For your stock attachment, you could probably get away with rocking is the Spanish PKM stock, and for your underbarrel, you could probably get away with rocking is the bruiser grill, just so you gotta get like a little bit slightly of just recoil control for your OTS 9. All right, now like I said, man, this gun is good in every shape or form. Now if you guys want the hip fire build for this gun, okay, yes, this gun is that good. All right, if you guys want the hip fire build, now for your muzzle, you want to make sure that you are slapping this the groove suppressor. For your laser, you can get away with rocking is the Ember sighting point, which is gonna give you that hip fire accuracy. For your stock, you want to make sure that rocking is that KGB skull stock. For your underbarrel, of course, you could probably just maybe slap on what is the spat notch grip, which is gonna give you that vertical / horizontal recoil, so it does give you more accuracy like at a distance. All right, so like I said, man, the OTS 9 is one of them guns that you can use with any attachments and will still go off. All right, so make sure you guys go and take your screenshots, but it is crazy that this OTS 9 is like that good. All right, get straight on with the next one. All right, now for number 5, man, I have to show you this Type 100 class just because this is another gun that is very good. If you guys like using the stand, you're most definitely gonna like the Type 100, which pretty much is almost similar when it comes down to like its mobility and all that good stuff. All right, so here are the attachments right here, man. We got it's the Mercury silencer, we got the Shirashi 374mm, we got the underbarrel is the compact magazine, is the 36 round mag. The only thing that sucks about this gun right here, and just like the stand, it is only good if you are rocking this certain ammo types, because this one this pretty much just gives you like the most damage, I guess you could say. So which kind of sucks, but overall, man, this gun is like really good. Okay, so aim is the hollow point, rear grip is the granulated grip, optics is slate reflector, and for your stop we got the folder for that extra mobility. And for your perk one, you must rock sliding hands because the reload speed on this gun is kind of trash in a way. Your perk 2 is quick, man. Make sure you guys go ahead and copy down this class right here because it does go crazy.